Right, give us a second. We'll be right with you just in a moment.
You see, we are created in a magnificent vibration, in an absolutely magnificent vibration. Born risk takers. Free. That conditioning takes place after birth. You can change it. It takes guts. It takes goals. Now, do you know something? You're sitting there watching this and you're thinking, by God, I'm going to change something. I always say, keep reminding yourself that you have tremendous reservoirs of potential within you, and therefore you are quite capable of doing anything you set your mind to. You really can. I don't care what the cynics tell you. Quit listening to some of your peers. Now, all you must do is figure out how you can do it, not whether you can or not. When are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? You've got to create a sense of urgency. I'm going to do it right now.
If you can see it, you can do it. But the beautiful truth is you can do anything. We got to know there is a place. There is a specific frequency. And if you get on that frequency, you're going to attract what you need to you. This is what it's all about. Why have you been endowed with such awesome powers? If you'll make a committed decision, this I'm going to do. And you don't have to know how. You do not have to know how. The second you make the committed decision, you flip your brain onto the frequency that you have to be on to attract what you have to attract to manifest the thing that you want. If you can see it, you can do it. It's got to be something you want. Wants come from inside. Act like you're already there. Walk, talk, speak, live like you're already there. Don't set a small goal. Don't set something that doesn't really wind your stem. Set it so big it jazzes you. It really gets you going. When something of a very high nature resonates with the very high side of you, you'll know it. You'll know it. You will feel it. Feeling is conscious awareness of vibration. The only prerequisite, do you want it? Not do you need it, not could you do it. The only prerequisite is, do you want it? Take the lid off your marvelous mind and dream. For goodness sake, give yourself the right to do that. Get your analytical mind out of the way. Put it in your pocket for a while. All you're doing is exploring, daydreaming. What did Lawrence say? All men dream, but not equally. Those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their mind waken the day to find that it was vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous men, for they may act their dream with open eyes to make it possible. This I did.
Hey guys, good morning everybody and welcome. Obviously you can see I'm in a different place today. I'm here at my dad's. I'm in Nottingham in England as opposed to normally being in Ireland. But look, it's great to be here with you guys. I'm just waiting for Joey to show up. But of course, this is Joey and Mick, episode 48. And I'm hoping to get into the nuts and bolts of network marketing with Joey. I've got some questions that I want to ask him about it and get his opinion on it. But look, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Click the notification so that you can see when Joey and I are next on. It's usually around about the same time every week. And of course, what we're really talking about is freedom, health, and lifestyle. You know, certainly I'm interested in it from a, getting in better shape, looking, feeling better, moving better, all of that kind of stuff, doing better. And this is something that I'm really interested in. Of course, my curiosity was piqued during the recent years when we were all made to stay at home and do something different. But of course, it's just an opportunity for me to get in better shape, really, to start looking after myself in a different way, without cutting out all of the things that I really like, because I like to, I'm a foodie and wine lover, and I like to enjoy myself and things like this. But again, I need to learn to do things in a different way so I can still enjoy all the things that I want, whenever I want, but move towards a better lifestyle. So look, don't forget, you can find Joey and I on Facebook and definitely on Facebook. Links are in the description, so check us out there. But look, this is No Limits, Transform Your Life. And we're really talking about, good mental health, not just, thinking positive, but feeling positive too. And of course, good physical health, looking and feeling maybe the best you've felt in a decade. So, and I think last week we were talking about owning your own life. Joey had a video that we went through, a lot of fun, very, very interesting. And I would recommend, again, I think the link for that might be in the description, so check that out. But again, as I was saying, this is all about looking, feeling, moving, and doing better. And as I already said, for me, it's about looking and feeling the best you've felt in a decade. And of course, if you go to my Facebook, or if you're watching on Facebook, if you go to the, at the Real Mick McQuillan, you can certainly find out and see, my journey so far. And again, check me out on Instagram at the Real Mick McQuillan, and of course on YouTube here where I'm streaming right now, at the Real Mick McQuillan. And of course, you should be able to see certainly a before and after picture. The before picture was taken just at the end of 2019. We'd just been at the Irish Franchise Awards. That's why I'm wearing a Dickie bow and everything else. I look like a James Bond villain, really. But again, hopefully you'll be able to see a difference there, to where I am today. And look, I'm not, what's the phrase? I can't think of the phrase. But look, I'm doing it my way, and you should be doing it your way. So look, whatever you decide to do, it's up to you. But look, download your goal sheet. We've got the Freedom, Health and Lifestyle goal sheet. Again, the link is in the description. You can download that. And of course, this is going to really maybe start you on that path to looking and feeling the best that you felt in a decade. And we want to tie that, me personally, I always want to tie that to an event. So if you've got a, maybe a wedding coming up, maybe it's not your wedding, maybe you're just going to a wedding, maybe it is your wedding, or maybe you've got a summer holiday coming up, maybe it's a winter holiday, you're looking for some, certainly if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, you might be looking for some summer or winter sun. Maybe you've got a work event coming up, maybe you've got a family event coming up, a christening, or it doesn't really matter what it is, but if you can tie that to that event, now you've got a timeline. And of course, we can do visualization techniques and different things. This really does help. And Joey's talked about this a lot, about planting that seed in the subconscious mind. And of course, then the body does some fantastic things, like if you think you can or you think you can't, you're absolutely right. But of course, if you're thinking that you can, you're more likely to succeed. So don't forget, you can kick off your 30-day reset right here. And of course, I was having this conversation with a really great guy, actually, Glenn Reese Jones. You can find him on Map for Life. This is a coaching organization. I do a call with them every Tuesday morning around about 6 o'clock. And it's just a little mastermind kind of group, and it's a lot of fun. And Glenn was talking about why, why you might want to do something. When you look at that why, the W stands for what, the H stands for how, and the Y stands for you, and you've got to be doing it for you. The what to do and the how to do. And certainly in this is relatively straightforward. It's simple, but not easy to do, easy not to do. But you want to do it your way, not the way that, someone else thinks you should be doing it, whether it be your partner, your spouse, your brother, your sister, your mother, your friends, family, whoever it is. You want to be doing it the way that you want to do it, the way that is going to get results for you. You've got to wrap this thing in your personality. So, why, what, how, you. Okay. And you've got to have a good reason why, which is maybe having this event, for certainly for guys, sometimes they don't really change until they have some kind of trigger event in their life, whether it be a breakup of a relationship, or maybe a heart attack, or ill health, or the doctor tells them to do it, or whatever it is. And that was the case in Joey's experience. And of course, Joey has an amazing story. And if you don't know Joey's story, get over to Joye. Let me see where you can find him. You can find Joye here. Go to facebook.com/joey.unger, and you'll learn all about Joye's story there. But Joye ended up in hospital, staring up at the ceiling after having a heart attack, and he decided to turn his life around. And it's an amazing story. So definitely go and check him out. I think you will enjoy that. Okay. And of course, you can find me here, facebook.com, The Real Mick McQuillan. And of course, you'll find my other links for YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, hello. If you're watching on the replay, hello. Don't forget to share your comments. I'd love to hear what it is that you've got to say. I'm interested. I'm interested to know what you think. And of course, look, as I was saying, it's simple but not easy. And we are looking for growth. We're looking for personal growth. I'm a fan of personal development, self-development, whatever you want to call it. I suppose I got involved with that maybe close to about 30 years ago when somebody gave me a book, which I didn't really want to read, but he challenged me on it and I read it. And that kind of set me on a personal journey of self-discovery more than anything else. It made me better. It made me communicate better, not just with other people, but with myself. And this was a big deal. This was a big deal for me, because although in saying that, ignorance is bliss at the same time, so if you've never done self-development or anything else, to learn about yourself and to learn about how you think and how you feel, and sometimes how your feelings control your actions and your behaviors, this can be quite a challenging thing to learn. It can be hard. But again, look, you've got to be on your journey. You've got to take from it what you want. And it can be fun. And it can make your life better, right? It certainly can. But of course, at the same time, when you become aware of your thoughts, it can also be hard on yourself. You can be paralyzed, by your thoughts. But again, look, I don't know where you are in life. I only know where I am. I'm an expert in me, right? And you're the expert in you. And you know what it is that you want out of life, and you know what it is that you want to do. And if you're not getting there, if you're not achieving those things, there's only one person to blame. Like if I want something, or I want to achieve something, I want to set a goal for myself, and if I don't reach that goal, I can't blame everything around me. I can only blame myself. I could blame the circumstances, but again, they're just circumstances. I could change my circumstances. So there's no point in me being hard on everybody else. I can't remember who said it. I just can't remember who said it, but someone said, look, if you want the whole world to, if you've got a problem with the whole world and you want the whole world to change just to fit what it is that you believe, that's not really going to happen, right? It's not, the world does not have to change to suit you, and you don't have to change to suit the world. You have to change to suit what it is that you want. You have to grow, you have to level up. If you want more, I think we were doing the Bob Proctor, You Were Born Rich. And again, you can find them. All of those episodes are on the YouTube channel, and he talks about leveling up. And this is a big deal, about leveling up, raising your vibration. The things that you want are on a different frequency, they're on a different vibration. And in order for you to get those things, you need to raise your vibration to be on the same level of those things. And only when you do that can you achieve those things. So listen, I don't have all the answers. I don't claim to. I'm learning just like you, even though I've been studying this for a while, and maybe you have too. But look, you've got to think about where you want to go. And then, of course, make a plan to get there, But like I say, it's simple, but not easy. You've got to be dedicated. And of course, sometimes people are going to try and hold you back. Friends, family, they're going to try and protect you from, making mistakes and things like this. But you learn from mistakes. You grow from mistakes. So, look, I think you've got to go for whatever it is you want and not let anything hold you back. I did that in my business. My wife and I, we've got a very successful company in Ireland, and of course we were told that no one would use a service like that, and today it's Ireland's largest, most recommended, most trusted company in that industry, and of course possibly even Europe's largest independently owned company in that industry. In fact, we're really quite successful in that industry because, how do I know this? Because my wife travels to different parts as a keynote speaker to teach people how to do what we do. I'm not allowed to go in case I embarrass somebody, right? Because maybe sometimes I use bad language. Maybe you didn't know that about me, but if you got to know me, you'd probably learn that it's not necessarily a bad thing. Could I change it? Yeah, I could, but I like myself. Do you know what I mean? So don't be offended if you hear a bit of blue language. So you got to think about where you want to go, right? That's what we're talking about. What do we have here? We can help you get there. Joey and I, we're part of a much bigger organization, which is really about helping people get to where they want to be in life. About, like when you think about, where you are, and the kind of maybe the job or the profession that you're in, or maybe the business you're in, maybe you have your own business, I don't know. But when you think about where you are, that business, that job, whatever it is, it's just a vehicle to get you the things out of life that you want. That's all it is. It's just a vehicle. And you have to ask yourself the question, like, if I want this, but I continue doing what I'm doing, is this vehicle going to get me the things that I really want? Am I going to be able to live the life I truly want to live, using the vehicle that I'm using, and that vehicle being the job or the profession that you're in or the business that you've started or whatever it is? Is it going to be able to get you the lifestyle that it is you want? And of course, if the answer is yes, more power to you. You've got to keep going and push every day. Start, don't stop, and until you get to that position that you want. But if it's not, maybe you need to look at a different vehicle. There's nothing wrong with that. There's different opportunities out there for everybody. Find something that you're passionate about. That's really important. Obviously, like I was talking about earlier, my curiosity got piqued to looking and feeling better, just because there was nothing else to do, right? And of course, anybody who knows my story will know that I didn't really want to do anything. If I did, I wanted to do it in secret so that no one would know that I'd even tried anything, just in case I failed, right? But I got started, and very quickly I lost about 10 pounds, and I had to put a couple of new holes in my belt just to stop my trousers falling down, and it was a big deal, right? It was a big deal, and that kind of really kind of got me enthusiastic about it. And I've gone on to do much, much more, but it's really about the community, the opportunity, the self-development, and how you can use that as a vehicle to maybe do something different, to make an impact on somebody else's life. I think the more people that you can help, the more rewarding that is. And I think the reward comes for doing the work. I'm just doing the work. That's all. I'm just doing the work. I need to shut down some of these. I've got so many pages open here. You can hear that popping off in the background. It's nothing to do with you guys. But look, you got to go all in, and you've got to get help. That's important, to have help, to have, whether it be a coach, an accountability partner. You've got to have help. It's difficult to do something by yourself. Sometimes you need, ideas. Sometimes you need someone to bounce ideas off, someone who's maybe a little bit further ahead than you, to be able to show you the way. Joey and I are just on that same path, maybe just a little bit further down the road or further up the mountain, because it can be challenging, it can be difficult. And, look, remember, it's not for everybody. We've got a great community called Rise and Thrive Global. We've got opportunity calls, every couple of weeks, different things to find out more about what we're doing and how we're doing it. But look, the truth is, you can do anything you believe you can. If you say you can or you say you can't, you're right. So I would encourage you to say that you can do something. Now, you've got to be realistic too, set realistic goals. There's no point, like if you're 300 pounds and say, look, I want to lose, 100 pounds by the end of the month. That's not realistic. You've got to be realistic. But, I suppose, things do take time, like you didn't get to where you are overnight, and you're not going to get to where you want to be overnight. You've got to put in some consistent, deliberate action or effort, whatever you want to call it, to get what it is that you want. And then you've got to really ask yourself do you want it? Do you want it? Do you really want that? Is that really what you want? Or are you happy where you are? Because if it's not something that you really want, nothing's going to change. It just won't. The only person, in fact, what is it that Bob says, that you are your biggest problem, but you're also your only solution. So, sometimes you just got to get out your own way if you want to do something. But again, whatever you're doing, you want to follow a system, a proven system that works for everybody all of the time, who follow that system. And there's lots of systems out there. Joey and I follow one, whether it's, to make money, whether it's to lose weight, increase energy, whatever it is, whether it's to get in better shape. There are lots of systems out there to do all of those things, when you encompass freedom, health, and lifestyle, and different things like that, to be able to live the lifestyle that you want to live. And if you're not prepared to do those things, don't expect things to change that much. It's really that simple. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being, yeah, this is really interesting, Mick, but I'm not really sure I want to do anything. And 10 being, oh my God, I really want to change things up, or really want to get, moving in the direction that I want to go in. Where do you fall on that scale? Now, I wouldn't encourage you to answer that question. By all means, if you want to privately message me in the chat and let me know where you are, I'll be more than happy to get back to you. But if you're a 1, to be honest, you're probably not in the right place, right? If you're a 10, definitely I'm encouraging you to reach out and set big goals and go for it, and get yourself an accountability partner. Get someone who's going to help you. Get someone who's maybe already on that path, who's open to teaching and sharing with you what they did, how they did it. And don't forget, that person already knows some of the stuff about what not to do, which is just important. This can speed up your success so much. Having someone that can tell you, what not to do, what to avoid doing, because they've already done it. They've already made all the mistakes. So look, let's have a look. Proven systems that people can follow. Right, okay. So we're going to get into this. Let me see if I can share this page, right? This is just a Word document, that I kind of used to just set up send it over to Joey, because this is what I wanted to get into, the nuts and bolts of network marketing. So let me have a look. And I wanted to ask Joey some questions about it. Maybe Joey might be traveling. I don't really know. I haven't seen anything. Let me see if I've seen anything. Right, okay, no. Because don't forget, Joey's on the other side of the world, right? So we're like 9 or 10 hours different. It could be something going on for him. So look, let me share the screen. Okay. Window, hold on, here we go. All right, let me just see. Can I see? I just want to check to see that I can see what you're seeing. Yeah, okay. All right. Hold on. Like proper amateur hour, right? So let me just see if I can zoom in a little bit more on this. All right. So network marketing. This is what we were talking about, network marketing. And I'd mentioned to Joe that we want to get into the nuts and bolts of network marketing, pros and cons. So network marketing, also known as multi-level marketing, is a business model in which a company distributes products or services through a network of independent distributors. These distributors earn income through direct sales and by recruiting new distributors, forming a multi-tiered structure of compensation. Here is a concise overview. I'll get into the overview in a moment, but in a nutshell, basically, network marketing is an organization that product moves through. And this can be done in many different ways. It can be done through retail sales. So, you can join a company and you can get, 10 to 15 customers, 20 customers, maybe in your local area, and you can sell them products directly and earn commissions, right? Or you can have your 10 to 15 customers or 5 or 6 customers, and you can actively recruit people into the business as independent distributors who join your team. And of course, then you can earn volume. What can you earn? You can earn money based on volume that flows through that group. So for example, if you introduced 100 people, or let's say if you introduced, 10 people who each introduced 10 people, what would that be? 1,000 people? 10 times 10 is 100. And you've got 10 people doing that. That's 1,000 people in your organization. The product that moves through that organization, because you introduced those people, you're responsible for introducing those 10. And because of that, you're able to earn commissions based on all of that volume that goes through your business. So yes, you've got your customer base over here that you might be working with directly, and you're earning commissions or commissions over here, profits over here. And of course, you're earning volume over here, volume profits over here based on what your organization is doing. I'm not sure I explained that very well, but if you don't understand, reach out to me. I'm more than happy to try and explain it a little deeper. But look, let's get into it and see. So structured direct sales. Distributors sell products directly to consumers, earning a commission on each sale. Recruitment. Distributors can recruit others to join the network. These recruits are often referred to as downline. Commissions. Distributors earn commissions not only on their sales, but also on the sales made by their downline. This creates multiple levels of earning potential. Now, that's pretty interesting, right? So it all sounds great so far, but it does require people taking action. So compensation plan. Retail commissions, a percentage earned on personal sales, recruitment incentives, bonuses for bringing in new distributors into the network, residual income, earnings from sales of downline, often based on a percentage of their sales or performance. So effectively, we're talking about leverage here, right? So, we each have 24 hours in a day. And if you're in business, right, or, you do a job, whatever it is that you do, but if you're in, we each have 24 hours a day. Let's say you're going to sleep for 8, you're going to maybe have a little bit, you're going to go to work for, 8 to 10 hours, and you've got a few hours spare in the evening that you might just sit down and watch telly or whatever, relax, go and play sports, go to the gym, whatever it is you do. But those 8 hours that maybe you're going to work, you're getting paid if you've got a job, you're just getting paid based on those 8 hours. Now, maybe if you're in business, maybe you have people working for you, and yes, they're going to create a certain amount of output, but they're going to give you 8 hours. So for example, if you've got 10 people that work for you that are working 8 hours a day, you're actually getting paid on 80 hours per day, right? And that's the way network marketing is. So if you build an organization with 100 people, and each one of those 100 people is able to put in, 1 to 2 hours a day, let's just say 2 for ease, that's 200 hours of potential earnings that you're getting paid on, based on what they do, whether it's, obviously they need to be doing things to sell products or whatever it is that the industry they're in does, whether it's service or products or whatever it is. So, money-making activities, if they're putting in 1 to 2 hours of money-making activities, you would effectively get paid on all of that. So, right, let's get back to that. Again, if it's making sense to you, great. If it's not, reach out and let me know. I'm happy to try and explain it in a different way. Okay, so products and services. Network marketing can involve a wide range of products and services, from health supplements, beauty products, to financial services and utilities. The quality and necessity of the products are critical for a long-term success of both the distributor and the company. Benefits: low startup costs, often require a modest initial investment compared to a traditional business model. This is true. Absolutely. You can start in your own business in network marketing for a couple of £100. In fact, I know business out there where there's no money down. We can get started. And of course, there's no bricks and mortar. You don't have to buy an office. You don't have any staff. You don't have any of these things. So very, very low startup costs. And of course, flexible schedules. You can work when you want. Distributors can work part-time or full-time, offering flexibility and control over their work hours. So you can work when you want and when you want, right? Now, as much as that sounds like a great thing, I think that if you need to treat your business like a job. You need to treat it like a job. You need to turn up every day, whether you're turning up for 2 hours a day, if that's all the time you've got, or whether you're turning up for 4 hours or 8 hours a day. You need to commit to turning up, whether you're not going to do it at all through the week, and you're only going to do it at weekends and put 10-hour days in at weekends. You're going to have to sacrifice some stuff. You're going to have to sacrifice like a football match that you might maybe like to watch, or a sports event that you like to watch. You're going to have to dedicate yourself to it. But look, however you decide to do it is really up to you. So potential for passive income. With a successful downline, distributors can earn passive income through the sales made by their recruits. Challenges, right? This is going to be interesting now. Let's have a look. Okay. Right. Challenges, saturation. As more distributors join, finding new recruits and customers can become difficult. I don't really want to try and answer this, but, look, there's people leaving college every day, right? So there's always, new people to talk to. I'm not suggesting that anybody should go out and just start recruiting college kids. I'm not saying that, right? But there are always people looking for new opportunities every day. From a point of saturation, I'm not really sure. I don't, can it saturate? Let me see what it says. More distributors join, finding new recruits and customers can become difficult. Well, I think most of the, in fact, look, I don't know about most of them, but lots of organizations, network marketing organizations, they don't just work at a local level, they work on a global level. So from a saturation point of view, if you're based in the UK or Ireland or Australia or the US, there's nothing stopping you from, of course, building a local network in your local area. And then, of course, move into other parts of that country that you're in. And, of course, even moving overseas to different countries. And, of course, people within your network, if you recruit maybe 10, 15, 20, and some of those people may know people in other parts of the world where the company also works. And, of course, you can start actively building in those countries. So, saturation could be a thing. But I think that, yes, it is a thing. Let's just leave it as that. It is a thing, right? More and more, it can be difficult to find more and more distributors. Yeah, for sure. But you can, go to other countries. You can be an international distributor as opposed to just a local distributor. So high turnover rate, many distributors quit if they don't achieve quick success. This is absolutely true. And in fact, we were watching a video there. Did we watch the Tim Sales video? I'm not sure whether we did or not. I don't think we have looked at that video. But there's a Tim Sales video, and actually he was going through some stuff. And if you don't know who Tim Sales is, just go to YouTube, type Tim Sales, MLM or network marketing, Tim Sales, and you'll probably find his channel. And he has got maybe 20 or 30 different videos which answer lots of questions. Very, very successful network marketer. And of course, one of the things that he says is that when you start someone in network marketing, so if you're thinking about starting a business, and let's say you were thinking about starting a business with me, you're saying like, I like this guy, he's talking sense. I think I want to find out more. And you got in touch with me and you said, yeah, Mick, I want to look and feel the best at fun in a decade. I want to get involved. I want to, earn some extra cash. I've got this thing coming up that I want to do. And let's say we sit down and have a conversation. My goal is to help you make 500 quid, in the first, 2 months, let's say, after we get you started and everything else, is to train you so that you're earning 500 quid a month, just, 500 quid a month in the first 2 months. And if you can do that, the truth is you're probably not going to leave, right? Lots of people who get into network marketing, I think they get into network marketing expecting to get rich quick. This is not get rich quick. It isn't. Now, in the sense of if you get in and consistently work hard, for 3 to 5 years, and where you could be earning a six-figure income, that's pretty quick, right? That's like going to college for 5 or 6 years, right? If you got into network marketing and did this for 4 or 5 years, consistently showing up every day, following a proven system that works every time, learning from your mistakes, and encouraging and supporting your organization, your team as it grows and leading that, well, then, you're going to be very successful. But the key is to get that person, to train that person in a way that they are earning money very, very quickly by doing things in a very deliberate way and a duplicatable way where, if Joye had talked about this last week, it's very important. If you can teach someone to be able to teach someone how to do what they've just learned, you're on the beginning of a duplicated system. Now, it's only duplicated, if I were to teach you how to teach someone else, and then you teach that person how to teach someone else. Now we've got a duplicated system. Yes, I think that that statement is absolutely right. High turnover rate, many distributors quit if they do not achieve quick success. And I think this comes down to training, right? To not being trained. Or maybe their expectations being set too high. If you're expected to get into network marketing and be making 10,000, euros or pounds or dollars at the end of the month, forget about it. It's not going to happen. Okay, so reputation. Next one, reputation. Some network marketing companies have been criticized for being pyramid schemes. where the emphasis is more on recruitment than on product sales. Legitimate LMM companies focus on selling real products to real customers. That makes a lot of sense, right? And right now you're probably thinking, oh, I hate sales. I don't want to do sales. We're always selling. Everybody's selling something all of the time. Whether you're trying to get a new partner, you're trying to sell yourself to them, that you're best thing since sliced bread, you're perfect, there's nothing wrong with you, right? Or advertising companies are constantly trying to sell you, whether it's chewing gum, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter what it is. You're always being sold something. So, and I'm sure you do it yourself. You go and see a great movie, or you try a new chocolate bar, a new ice cream or something, and you're like, oh my God, have you tried this? You should try it. It's amazing. Truth is, you're selling something all the time too. Yes, I can imagine companies are criticized for pyramid schemes, certainly in the 80s, 90s. Network marketing was very popular. And of course, there were a lot of people who were trying to recruit and different things, and companies did get bad reputations. But of course, look, if it's something that you're thinking about doing, just choose your company wisely. If companies are claiming big rewards for little work and stuff like that, it's not true. You're gonna have to work hard like in any job. The challenge is that when you have a job, you go to work and your boss holds you accountable. When you join network marketing, you have to hold yourself accountable, right? It's got to be something that's inside you, which is why goals are important, which is why, when I say why, what is it that you want, how are you going to do it, and you got to build it like you. You've got to wrap your personality in. It's got to be you that's going to do it. And even all of the naysayers and all of the other people are going to try and stop you. You have to be committed. You have to be determined. You have to, know what it is you want, why you want it, and go after it. And you can have it for sure, but it's going to take work. Can you do that through product sales? Yes. Can you do that through, building an organization that product moves through? So visualize that, like it's no different than a high street store, and let's say you've got this high street store and maybe they've got 10 shops. What do they have? They've got 10 shops that product is moving through. That's what they have. Network marketing is exactly the same. It's like you setting up a little distribution center, at the bottom from your house, and you've got product moving through it into the local community with customers buying these things. Let's say maybe you help somebody else get set up and you teach them how to do the same thing. Now there's you and somebody else who's making the same profits that you're making. They're selling products to their local community, yet because you set that up, you're able to earn a performance bonus from the company, not from that person, from the company that you get paid on. So there's no doubt that it's a very interesting approach, but it works very, very well for some, not for everybody, for some who understand what it is that's going on. So network marketing companies have been criticized for pyramid schemes where the emphasis is on more recruitment and on product sales. So yeah, get it right. So you want to avoid that. If that company is pushing, if you're looking and that company is pushing recruit people, it's not about that. It's about, having a great product, sharing that product, and helping other people do the same. Legitimate MLM companies focus on selling real products to real customers. That's what you want. You want customers. So you've got to build a customer base. Customers are important, right? Okay. Regulations. Okay. Legal considerations, regulations. So many countries have regulations to distinguish. Can't get my words out. Let me take a drink here. Maybe my mouth's a bit dry. I'm here at my dad's because I was painting his kitchen. If you can see paint on me, it's because I came here really early this morning and I painted his kitchen. He's away for a couple of days. And I just thought it would be nice because he was saying, that he wanted it done. I thought I'd just come and do it. It's only small, so it only took me a couple of hours. But yeah, looks good. I would show you, but it's not finished. Right. Okay, legal considerations, regulations. Many countries have regulations to distinguish legitimate network marketing from illegal pyramid schemes. If anybody knows what an illegal pyramid scheme is, let me know. I'm not sure I know what it is. So key factors include the requirements for real product sales and earnings based on sales rather than recruitment. Okay, well, maybe that kind of clears that up. Transparency. Companies should provide clear information about their business model, income potential, and product efficiency or efficacy. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. Like, you don't have to be smart to do this, right? But look, I suppose if you're looking for a company, you're looking for independent, you're looking for independent reports on these companies, right? So based on their products or based on their background, based on their financial stability, all of these types of things. These would be important, right? If you were getting into business with someone, wouldn't you know that they were financially solid? Wouldn't you want to know that the products are good products, independently tested and verified? Wouldn't you want to know this? I suppose it's proof of the pudding, right? So do your research. That's all I would say. Do your research. Don't take my word for anything. Just do your research. Find out, think about what it is that you're passionate about. If you want to get into business, excuse me, you want to get into business, you want to think about something that you're passionate about. Think about, I don't know what it is you could be passionate about. Maybe it's, hair and skin, nails, don't care. Maybe it's finance, doesn't matter. Think about something you're passionate about. Think, if you're a gym bunny and you like going down the gym all the time, you like working out, can you monetize that? Probably, yeah. So think about what it is that you want. Think about the people you like to spend your time with. Because if you were going to build a network marketing organization or build a network marketing business, wouldn't you want to build it with people that you actually like, or that have things in common with you, or people that could help you because they've already done it, and they have the same lifestyle as you. So think about that, and then of course, do your research on them. It's really up to you. You want to make sure you're working with people that you like. Okay. Success factors, training and support. Companies that offer robust training and support systems for their distributors tend to have the highest success rates. So I was talking about training. I was talking about, that if you wanted to get started in the business, the first thing I want to do is train you, very quickly to be able to earn 500 quid a month. And then to almost train you to be able to train somebody else to earn 500 quid a month, right? Because then you've got to, and then for you to train that person to train somebody else to earn 500 quid a month. Because very quickly you've got a duplicatable system. So training is so important. And look, the what to do, the how to do it easy. If there's a proven system in place that anybody can follow, and of course it's changed so much, like traditional network marketing, which works very, very well and has worked very, very well for a lot of people. A lot of people have had success, but it relied on you talking to your friends and family. It relied on, bringing everybody, writing lists of hundreds of people and then ringing them up and asking them if they were interested in something or doing something. And it worked. It worked for people. But it also made people run away from you, right? Because you'd be hassling people, you'd be following up with them, you'd be doing everything. Network marketing, and we'll watch a quick video in a minute. It's a little bit different. In fact, we could watch that now. Okay, so training and support. Companies that offer robust training systems and tools tend to have a higher rate of success. Right, we'll come to the quality in a minute. I'm just going to share this video. Let me see if I can get this up. Right, there's a couple of videos here which explain a little bit more about network marketing. Don't want to get too much into it, but I'll just show these, right, so that you can give a little bit of an outline on what network marketing is today.
Most people know what network marketing is, but they actually just don't understand it because they're basing it on a model that happened before mobile phones, before social media, before basically like a whole generation ago. But now, network marketing is the business model. Network marketing is the norm. It's as simple as this. Network marketing is ordering a product from a company through a referral or a recommendation from a friend. You send them to buy the product, you can get an income from doing that.
What about that? So that's pretty straightforward, right? So we all use social media nowadays. I'm only learning to use it, to be honest. I'm not a big social media person, even though you can see that I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. I rarely post anything. This is something that I need to change. When I say need to change, I'm changing it. I'm doing it. I'm changing it now because it's a way to grow organically. And it's something that we're going to be teaching people how to do so that you don't have to, reach out to all of your friends, your family, and they'll all think you're a weirdo, because listen, if you've never been in business before, you've only ever had a job and maybe you weren't the greatest at school, or I wasn't the greatest at school, right? Then to suddenly turn up and tell your mum and dad that you're an entrepreneur now and you've started your own business, and you're like, what the hell are you talking about? You can't do that. You've never done anything like that before. Well, I met this bloke and he's going to do this. What? Oh my God. So they'll just think you're a lunatic. They think you've lost your mind and someone's trying to scam you, which was why you can see that, people be worried about pyramid schemes and this, that, and everything else. So, using social media as a tool to leverage into not necessarily a cold market, but a warm market, a target market. These are things that maybe you want to start to look at. And of course, look, I don't know what it is you want. Only you know that. But if you want to do something, you want to change something, reach out to either Joey or I. We'll be happy to give you some guidelines as to where you should be looking or what you should be looking for. But look, what else? I've got another video here. Again, a little bit more about, and then we'll get back to this in a second. But this is a little video, very short, but it's just in relation to job versus not job. If you want to make some extra money, you could have a part-time job delivering pizzas, delivering food. And of course, again, you could do that, or you could do something like network marketing, right? So this is just a quick video just in relation to that.
So most side hustles out there are trading time for money. So you can get a part-time job at a coffee shop to supplement your income, or you can rent out a room in your house, or you can drive your car and drive people around. Great side hustles, you'll make some extra cash, but you've got to be in the car to get paid. You've got to be at the coffee bar to get paid. In network marketing, building a business with Isogenics, you can build a customer base and you get paid every single month when those people reorder. Well, I think that makes this really stand out amongst the landscape of side hustles out there.
Makes sense, I suppose, a little bit. And again, you can go back and watch these videos on the replay. But look, what's this? More stuff coming in, right? Now I do have a video. It's a little bit longer. I'm not going to show it. It's about 3.5 minutes long, 3.25 minutes long. But it really kind of explains a little bit about how you can join. But I'm not going to show it. I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it, right? Because I want you to kind of see for yourself what it is and find out for yourself. I don't want to try and influence you in that kind of way. If you're looking to do something great, reach out. I can talk to you and we can have a conversation. But look, I only work with people that want to work with me. My business is not to convince anybody that this is the right opportunity for them. You need to decide what's right for you and do what's right for you. This is important. Okay, so success factors, training and support, we touched on that, and of course, quality products. The products should be of high quality and in demand to ensure repeat customers and sales. This is important, right? You want, when you go down to the shops, you probably buy a shampoo or conditioner or a soap or a toothpaste or, a consumable product. So it wants to be a consumable product, not a one-off kind of product that you would buy and have forever. That's not going to work. But a consumable product, or even if it was a telephony product, like a mobile phone package, they're going to purchase that every month. They're going to have it every month, right? Or whatever it is, whether it be a product for a cosmetic. People spend millions, if not billions, a year on cosmetics. Again, if this is something that you're interested in, whether it be health and beauty, whether it be fashion, whatever it is, there are products and network marketing companies in all of those industries, like the health and wellness industry. We're talking billions of dollars a year people spend on that. People are always trying to look and feel better. than they did, and certainly I'm I'm not stating this as a fact. I'm stating this as something that I heard. So so certainly maybe women coming up to a major birthday spend a lot of money on products, right? To look younger, especially if it's an older, bigger birthday, right? They spend more money on products. So you want to choose your target market as to or choose the industry that you want to get into, one that you're passionate about, one that you like, one that you're fond of, one where you can actually use the products yourself and become a product of the product. So quality products are important, where you can learn about those products. You can learn about what works really well, and you can start to share that. So definitely get into that. So in summary, network marketing is a business model that combines direct sales with a I can't even say that word. If you can read it, brilliant, good for you. Recruitment structure, right? Allowing individuals to earn money through their sales and the sales of their recruits. While it offers opportunities for significant income and flexibility, it also comes with challenges and risks, particularly around market saturation and maintaining ethical practices. Now, I like that actually, because, market saturation, yes, there is potential for that if you're working at a local level, if you're working at a national level, or even a global level. I don't think the market saturation really comes into it. Now, you might say, well, if everybody's doing it, there's market saturation, but everybody isn't doing it. That's why when you go out into the high street, there's people going to work. There's people on the buses going into work. Not everybody's doing it. And this is an industry that's been around for 60 odd years. And if everybody was going to do it, we'd all be doing it by now. So it's not likely. Yes, at a local level, if you're working in a small town and you don't have internet access, you think that the world ends at the at the end of your state or the end of your county or whatever else, and there's nothing outside there, and you're only working there. Yeah, the likelihood is there may be some saturation, but it's not. The world is much bigger than that. And of course, the network marketing and the organizations that do network marketing, they are global operations. They're not local operations. Yes, you can work at a local level, but you can also build a global organization. And of course, then when it comes to maintaining ethical practices, this is important. You want to have ethic. You want to be involved with ethical people. Otherwise, you're not going to succeed. It's not going to work for you. And in fact, if you're not maintaining ethical practices, what type of people do you think you're going to attract into your business? Unethical people, right? You don't want that. That's not a business that can sustain itself. Maybe for a short time, but not for a long time. You want, you want to be working with people that have a code of honor, if you like. So, right, the rest of this is really just about the stuff that is in the description. I think all this might be in the description. It may be. So check it out. You can actually go through this again. Let me get rid of this. Yeah, so look, you can check all this out. The links are in the description. That description is in that description of network marketing is in the description. Can you even use description twice in a sentence? I don't think you can. But look, I would encourage you, check it out for yourself. I'm a fan of network marketing as a model. I think it's probably one of the most ethical ways that you can help yourself whilst helping other people. And of course, you get paid based on your efforts as well as the efforts of others. And sometimes, I don't have all the answers, but you guys might have some questions. And if you do, reach out to me with those questions, and we can find. And if I don't know the answer, we can find out together, right? But look, I've been excited to be here with you. Sorry, Joey couldn't be here. Obviously, he has things going on because he's a busy guy, and he's building quite a large network out in Australia. And he's got, in fact, to be honest, he's got a presentation coming up in Queensland. I think it's on June 14th. I can't remember, but Joey will give us that details the next time, right? And I did ask for him to send me that stuff so I can put it in the description. So you can, if you're in Australia, if you're near Queensland, you can always turn up. Or maybe if you're somewhere else in Australia, but you're going to be in Queensland, go and check out, go and meet Joey for yourself. He's a great guy. I really like him. But look, let me see. What else do we? It doesn't really matter what else I've got. We're going to wind it up now in a minute. Unfortunately, we don't get a chance to hear Joey's final thoughts. I would love to hear Joey's commentary on some of this stuff because it is very, very interesting. But look, the key is to keep it simple and to follow a proven system, and they're out there. So if you're interested in doing something like this, and I hope maybe this has cleared up some of your questions around network marketing, what it is, maybe it's raised more for you. And if it has raised more, get your questions answered. But if you're ready to get started doing something, reach out, and I'm happy to share with you a little bit about what I know about this kind of subject. It's a fun thing to do, but look, choose a community that you want to be part of, you want to be engaged in, and you're open to learning. The truth is you're going to have to forget some stuff that you've already learned, because I suppose they say it's not traditional. I know Joey says, he's not, network marketing isn't perfect, but it's just better. I would probably agree with that to a certain extent, but it's a lot closer to a traditional business model than what you would think, right? It still relies on you turning up every day. It still relies on you putting in some effort and doing things in a certain way, acting with a code of conduct, and being very deliberate in your approach. If you go to work every day, there's a code of conduct that you have to follow. You have to dress in a certain way. Maybe not. I don't know what you do, but you have to, maybe you have to get a certain amount of education before you could get that role, because you have to think and act in a certain way. This is, it's not that different. It's not that different. So, check it out for yourself. Reach out, get in touch. Happy to help. And of course, you can find me here. There you go. You can find me at The Real Mick McQuillan on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And of course, listen, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next week. I'm looking forward to seeing your comments. And listen, I shall see you next week. All right. All the best.
You see, we are created in a magnificent vibration, in an absolutely magnificent vibration. Born risk takers. Free. That conditioning takes place after birth. You can change it. It takes guts. It takes goals. Now, do you know something? You're sitting there watching this and you're thinking, by God, I'm going to change something. I always say, keep reminding yourself that you have tremendous reservoirs of potential within you, and therefore you are quite capable of doing anything you set your mind to. You really can. I don't care what the cynics tell you. Quit listening to some of your peers. Now, all you must do is figure out how you can do it, not whether you can or not. When are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? You've got to create a sense of urgency. I'm going to do it right now.
If you can see it, you can do it. But the beautiful truth is you can do anything. We got to know there is a place. There is a specific frequency. And if you get on that frequency, you're going to attract what you need to you. This is what it's all about. Why have you been endowed with such awesome powers? If you'll make a committed decision, this I'm going to do. And you don't have to know how. You do not have to know how. The second you make the committed decision, you flip your brain onto the frequency that you have to be on to attract what you have to attract to manifest the thing that you want. If you can see it, you can do it. It's got to be something you want. Wants come from inside. Act like you're already there. Walk, talk, speak, live like you're already there. Don't set a small goal. Don't set something that doesn't really wind your stem. Set it so big it jazzes you. It really gets you going. When something of a very high nature resonates with the very high side of you, you'll know it. You'll know it. You will feel it. Feeling is conscious awareness of vibration. The only prerequisite, do you want it? Not do you need it, not could you do it. The only prerequisite is, do you want it? Take the lid off your marvelous mind and dream. For goodness sake, give yourself the right to do that. Get your analytical mind out of the way. Put it in your pocket for a while. All you're doing is exploring, daydreaming. What did Lawrence say? All men dream, but not equally. Those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their mind waken the day to find that it was vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous men, for they may act their dream with open eyes to make it possible. This I did.
We all do it. We share our favorite restaurant, our favorite shoes, our latest workout, and other products we love on social media. Last year, sharing these types of things online generated billions of dollars in sales. With more people shopping online every day, that number is expected to be in the trillions by 2026. It's no wonder affiliate models are attracting more and more people to earn money for sharing what they love. So, why not you? You have followers. People like or comment on your posts. Why not turn those likes and comments into money in the bank? By partnering with Isagenix, we can help you do just that. For more than 20 years, Isagenix has been making some of the highest quality, clean, effective, and science-backed health, wellness, and beauty products. If you ask us, our products are the best, but we'll keep it humble. Perhaps you've heard of Isagenix. We're known for offering the original side gig, but now we are introducing a brand new simple affiliate model. What this means for you is, as an Isagenix brand partner, you'll be able to market a whole bunch of products you can confidently stand behind, ones that have been clinically studied and validated with ingredients you can be proud of. So let's talk about money, shall we? As a brand partner, you'll start earning 20% commission, and that 20% can scale up to 35% as more people purchase from you. On any Isagenix product you sell, big or small, you can get up to 35%. Every single product you sell, you get paid, even if that same customer has ordered once or 10 times. You earn every time. That's different than pretty much every affiliate program. We don't have startup fees. You don't have to buy anything. No quota. Our commission rates are based on actual sales. No confusing point systems to worry about. Just share a link, and when someone buys, you get paid. It really is that simple. In addition to great products and more money than other affiliate programs, Isagenix helps you get set up fast. We suggest the best products to share, provide you with social content, and give you the analytics you need to nurture your customers while inspiring new ideas to keep the money coming in. Our products are perfect for anyone looking to invest in their health and wellness. And the best part is, millions of people are looking for products just like ours. Think about it, but don't think too long. That money has to be made by someone, so why not you?